Yo, yo. I got a feather on me, yo. What's up, man? We back, yo. We got a feather on my face. What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Mousy. We back, baby. We back. Stocks for the block. It got hot for a minute. It was hot about a week or so ago, man. You know, it got real crazy. You know, the market got real crazy. So what I'm back for, I want to let all of my first-time beginning investors to know about the Wall Street shenanigans. Now, I watch a lot of videos in this market lately, but the experts, all of these experts, yo, all these videos, yo, everybody talking about corrections. Keep it real, man. See, that's what, keep it real. Wasn't no correction. Big bank is back taking little bank. Now, let's make it simple. If you're a hustler and you know what's going on, it took a minute, a few months invested. It was going real good. Everything was then last few weeks, everybody read. That's the one thing about the market. If I'm red, you red. But what happened was this, in my eyes. What they not saying, they saying correction. But what's happening is once the GameStop situation started, now that they're about to reopen, big bank back taking little bank. Let's not forget, $11 billion was right. We about to get our money back, bro. $11 billion was lost through the Reddick situation, Melvin Capital. So what's going on? If you're a first-time investor, be still, be careful. But this is the best time as far as getting in the market, catching the dips, catching a lot of a lot of stocks on the low. But anyway, it's stocks and bonds. Let's not forget the game, stocks and bonds. And what I found out, I had to do some research because I'm wondering, where the hell is all my money going? The growth lately in the market has been too exponential for the old heads. Old heads not liking the growth right now. They're not liking the new youth, the retail investors, because retail investors all about growth. So they were getting away from the value stocks. So boom, this is the game now. You got to get back to the value stocks because that's where the money's at. We only 25 to 20% of the market retail investors. So that 80%, that's why everybody's stocks is dropping. When they lost that money, in the Wall Street and GameStop situation, they had to pull from other stocks to get their money back. That's what the hell a correction is. All the experts, correction is coming. The correction, tell us what to do. You know what I'm saying? So what you do in a correction, start pulling now, even if you're long-term trading, you got to watch your stocks every day like a trader. Now you got to wait for the low point. Everybody waiting on the bottom out. Because now it's time to flip it. See, you got to think, most of us been investing, me been about 4 months. So now you're getting from next year to this year. So let's just say last year when everybody started, pandemic was going on, it was a lot of easy licks. But now they're trying to reopen. Trying to get America going back to its normal, trying to get everything going back to normal. So the big investors are now putting their money back into their value stocks. Industrials, your GMs, your American companies, your airlines, your crew, that's who they invested in. So now money has to swing back that way because those are stocks that don't have a lot of volatility, but they do have value, not really growth. If you notice, the growth stocks, tech stocks, Tesla was what, 800? Now what Tesla said there, like 500, 600, which is a buy zone. Tesla's at a serious buy zone right now. If you didn't double. Now, this is what I say right now. Any stock that from a hustler standpoint, if I'm not double, any stock that I'm not double on, I would watch it real close. Be prepared to come out and get back in. If you bought anything within the last 30 days, you might want to come out, reassess the situation, come on back in. Because what's going on as they moving, because see right now, even the experts, they all trying to smash, everybody trying to bash Kathy Woods, Kramer, he trying to bash Kathy Woods, and The thing is, I personally will follow the money. And when I say follow the money, I mean, even if you want to invest, be it Bitcoin, be it, see, because now, oh, that's another thing. If you with Tesla and Bitcoin, they kind of tied together right now. So be careful with that. Not be careful, but they're trying to expand the payments of Bitcoin. They're trying to do this EFT thing. That's another thing where they trying to use all the cryptocurrency to sell things. So that's where that's going with the crypto and the Candana, whatever that is, the new crypto and Bitcoin currency or whatever it is. But what's going on is now's the time to sit still, but this is the time for the traders to get busy, traders to get ability. Last week was also, so going into tomorrow, I would say get a morning of time to settle up, wait till about 12. Then I would say towards the end of the day, boom, there you go. Now we checking your, hey, don't get away from Activision. Don't get away from EA. Don't get away from Take Two. The video stocks, I love the video stocks because the thing is, the kids not gonna quit playing games. Roblox, couple IPOs coming out that might be bad timing for those, but it is what it is. But right now, the value stocks, your airlines, your Carnival cruises, your hotels, slowly, but those are long-term holds. Even if you're gonna play options, me, if I'm gonna play an option, I wouldn't get an option right now no shorter than 3 months, 2 months, 30-day minimum on any option. That's the shortest option I would get right now because the volatility and the time is sweet. Lost a lot of money with options that closed within a week trying to do some, I tried to double down on some things, but what's going on right now, so let's just say your Tilrays, your canopies, your weed stocks, all of those, right now, they kind of like, maybe not, but what I would go with right now, just to play it safe, if you're a first-time investor or beginner, look for Apple, Facebook, even GM, but we try to catch them at a low. Tomorrow's going to be tricky. But any of your financials right now, and a lot of those penny stocks, see, the big wigs not into those. Not right now. It's not that they're not into them, but right now they pissed off about that 11 billion, so they getting their money back. So you got to think the hedge funds they helping run stock ups so they could push them back down and get what we got to get. So let's just say if you're buying individual stocks right now, long term, look for long term plays. Let's just play it safe for beginners. We can say your Apples. We can say your GM. I would even play with a little for oil and energy. I don't know right now. Oil, boom, you could, but ARC, I would still go ARC Genomics. They trying to get on Kathy Woods right now, so ARC Innovations as far as an ETF to play it safe. You want an ETF, but you want to find industrial ETF to play it safe. Might want to mess with Johnson & Johnson, I'm not really sure, but when you got your Walgreens, CVS, you want to get back into that. And I still wouldn't sleep on AMC right now because now the vaccine coming out, spring break's coming out, travel is about to be. But let's keep in mind, I live in Minneapolis. The George Floyd, not to get too far off, George Floyd case is about to start this week. Keep that in mind. The George Floyd trial is about to start. That may or could not, but you want to keep that in mind with your investing. This week, the George Floyd trial is starting. So that's going to be something that hopefully it doesn't get too, they're doing jury selection. But anyway, back to the money. Now, DoorDash, Airbnb, I was still Airbnb right now because it's about to open back up. So you might want to look at Airbnb really, really close right now. I would look at Airbnb really, really close by now. But what's going on is, like I say, the market is shifting. And you got to look at it from a perspective of a business person. If you're getting money, right, and right now, no stock is going to move over Right now, they're trying to minimize the move. They don't want to see that $20, $30. Any stock that's moving like that growth so that's why they kind of, which I found out, to slow down this growth, stock shooting up, the big boys put their money in the bonds. Because when you buy a bond is a debt for a stock. So say if they bought some Apple bonds, right? If they bought bonds in Apple, now when you buy a bond for half a percentage, half a month, say the bond, say a $500, $1,000 bond in so many years, or so many in this time, 30 a year's time, however time you got to pay up. So when they pay the bond now the company's in debt to pay those bond people, they got to get their money. So they take from the stock, the value of the stocks, they got to pay out those bonds. So they switched the market, which was what a lot of us didn't know about. A lot of us invest in stocks. We don't invest in bonds. So what the big boys did, they invested their money in the bonds right now to slow the market volatility down. And let's not forget the inflation. Because when the inflation comes, the inflation means that's the inflation on the yield and the percentage of the bond money that has to be paid out. So that changes things. So they kind of like just put their money there to see where this is going with inflation. But believe me, a lot of this was there to stop the volatility of the stocks that the big wigs are not into, like GameStop, AMC, a lot of the Reddit stuff. They're not into that. So, but they can't stop it. So now we gonna pick your poison. Palantir, I will still roll with Palantir. Churchill, CCIV, if you got anything in that, I would pull out of CCIV and watch for the dip. Listen out for the merger. But your Neos, your Teslas, any of those, they kind of like, they're not, Tesla's only American company. So they kind of like, they trying to swing back to that. But it's been real crazy last couple of weeks. It was a bloodbath, blood everywhere. But all of these, man, I've been watching the videos. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to say, what to do, what to tell y'all. So what you have to do is when you're looking at your portfolio, decide which route you want to go. Slow down. Whatever you got, watch it though. Even if you're trading, if you buy 50 stocks just to hold, the volatility is so crazy right now, you may lose by Friday. So you still have to watch those stocks daily on a trade base. So everybody has to have the trader mentality now, even if you're going long term. We about to get back to this thing. For to keep y'all updated. We're gonna see what's going on next week. That Stocks of the Block. It's your boy Mal C. And I'm not a fiduciary financial advisor, but I'm a licensed life insurance agent in the building down the hall. And we'll be back at you next week. All right.
Industries or verticals could you see DoorDash's last mile fulfillment model be applied